Hey guys, this is Rubio. I'm making this video because I did notice this past week you were struggling identifying lines and angles. I understand that it's a little bit harder just because it is online and it's hard to do a reteach or guided math online. But kind of think of this as kind of like a guided math group, okay? So I did notice that some of you were struggling with it. And it really is, it goes back to vocabulary, okay? But it's also very important that you know these terms because next week we are going to be learning about different types of shapes, okay? Which these kind of play hand in hand in. Okay, so I'm going to briefly go over some vocabulary terms. I'm really hoping this helps. If you are still struggling identifying lines and angles, please let me know and I'll gladly help because you know I love math. It's the best subject in the world. Okay. So we're first going to go into looking at the different types of lines, but let's first go over a point. So a point identifies a location. So this is a point. Okay, so that's identifies a certain different type of location. Okay, as you can see here, it says, where is the point on the number line? It is right here. Okay, we've seen points when we work with number lines. Okay, here's a different one. So this is a line segment. Okay, I know there's so many different types of lines that we're learning about. This is a line segment. I always think of like, for me, I think of like cement. Segment, cement. A cement it stops something from going somewhere. It holds in place. So a line segment has two endpoints, as you can see here. Two different endpoints. A line segment does not mean that line cannot go on any longer. Okay? It has two endpoints. Line segment, endpoints. Line segment, endpoints. Say it with me. Line segment, two endpoints. Okay? Alright, a line keeps going on forever and ever and ever and ever. So I'm going to say that. A line goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. A line goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, wait a minute. A line segment has two endpoints. A line segment, two endpoints. Okay? And a line, forever and ever and ever and ever, has two arrows. Okay? A ray has a start point, which is a little point just like this, and then it has an arrow going one direction. Okay? So a ray is one endpoint and a line going forever. Okay, so again, let's review. A line segment, two endpoints. Okay, so line segment, two endpoints. Okay, a line can go on forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, a ray has one endpoint and a line that continues to go on. Okay, let's move on to the different types of lines that we'll see. Okay, so parallel lines are lines that will never, ever intersect. So I'm going to get a sheet of paper and kind of show you what I mean. Okay, I'm going to get my marker. Let's see. Oops, wrong thing. So let's get a marker. Let's get a pink marker. So these two lines here are considered parallel. So parallel lines can be seen this way. Okay, they can be lines like this. Because these will if they keep going, they will never intersect. They can be lines, I don't know, I have random papers here, going up and down. So let me show you up and down really quick. Again, if those two lines, if you continue to draw these two lines all the way up, they will never intersect, meaning they will never touch. Okay, those are parallel lines. Okay? Let's look at a different type. The next one is intersecting lines. Now here where it gets a little bit tricky between intersecting and perpendicular. Okay, so intersecting are lines that touch, but they do not equal 90 degrees. Okay, so let me give you an example. So this would be considered, let me get a different marker. Intersecting because they intersect, but they will never, ever make a right angle. Okay, so those are intersecting lines. Okay, then you have your, I'm nervous to use my blue marker because it was kind of giving me problems the other day. Oh my gosh, I'm not having the best luck here. Okay, so let's look at perpendicular. Now, perpendicular lines are lines that intersect. Oops, I forgot my arrows. And the reason why I had to have arrows is those are lines. Okay, so they're lines that intersect that and create right angles. So as you can see, there's a right angle right there. There's another right angle under it, next to it, and diagonal from it. So it creates a right angle. So again, intersecting, they touch, but they never create a right angle. Perpendicular, they touch, but they create right angles. Okay, so remember that, because those get a little bit tricky. Okay, so let's go back to our screen. Again, intersectings, they intersect, or they cross, but they do not equal 90 degrees, which is a right angle. Perpendicular are lines that cross or intersect that equal 90 degrees. Okay, kind of like a cross. Okay, now going into our angles. Okay, our three different types of angles. I'm going to start off with the right angle because we just went over that one. Remember, a right angle creates 90 degrees. Okay, and here where the two lines meet, that's considered the vertex, the corner, and that's an important vocabulary term you'll learn next week too. The vertex, right here. Okay, perfectly 90 degrees. No matter which way you face it, it's 90 degrees. Okay, an angle that's bigger than 90 degrees, okay, is an obtuse angle. So look how it's greater than 90 degrees. Okay, so let me get another sheet of paper. Okay, let's draw a right angle. So here I have, oh, can't see me. Here I have Here I have a right angle. Okay, an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. So this orange looking line, which is a highlighter, so you can't see it that much. Sorry. That orange is an obtuse angle because it is greater than 90. Okay? When it is smaller than 90, it is called an acute because it is acute because it's so small. That's how I remember that one. I remember acute because it's so cute and small, and that's how I remember acute. Okay, an acute angle is this. Oh wow, I did it green. I didn't mean to do it green like this one. An acute angle is smaller than the right angle because it's cute and it's small, and that's how I remember an acute angle. Okay, so those are the different types of lines and angles. Again, let's review. Okay, so a point is a point, right? That determines the location of something. Line segment. 2 endpoints. Say it with me. Line segment. 2 endpoints. Okay. Then we have a line that goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. A line goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay. We have a ray. A ray has 1 endpoint and 1 line. And those go on. Okay. Then we have parallel lines. Okay. They can go either up and down. They can go sideways as long as they never touch. Okay, we have intersecting lines. So intersecting lines, they intersect, they cross, and they touch, but they do not create right angles. Okay, then we have perpendicular. So perpendicular lines, they intersect. This is not the best right angle, but they intersect and they create right angles. Here's a right angle, here's a right angle, and here's a right angle. Okay, that's perpendicular. What am I missing? Oh yeah. So then my angles, I have a right angle that goes straight across, that equals 90 degrees. I have an acute angle that's smaller than 90 degrees, and an obtuse angle that's bigger than 90. Okay, I hope this helped. If it doesn't, again, please let me know and I will help you. If you guys can go, I'm going to return some work to you. If you can guys go and correct that work so I can make sure that you do understand. this Reteach. I don't know what else to say besides I miss you guys, and I hope everything's going well at home. See y'all later. Bye!